Welcome to my next video. Today we will be covering how the purchase module feature has been provided in TallyPrime and how to utilize purchase module using TallyPrime application. Purchase module has 4 steps. The first step is to generate the purchase order and send it to the supplier. Supplier will send the items against our purchase order and that we receive in our store or location. That is called goods receipt note. That is our second step. Against a good receipt note, the supplier will send us the purchase invoice, and against the purchase invoice we will make the payment to the supplier. These are the 4 steps in TallyPrime purchase module. The first one will be LPO, the purchase order. We will send it to our supplier. Against the purchase order, supplier will send us the goods which we have provided in our purchase order. Then against the purchase receipt note, the supplier will send us the invoice, purchase invoice, and then we will make the payment against the purchase invoice received. Let us see these transactions in TallyPrime. Okay, to start in TallyPrime, please ensure that the voucher types are already active. To check that one, you can go to the alteration, voucher types, select purchase order. Ensure that is activate this voucher type is set as yes. Same way for the receipt note also, both are enabled. You can see here it is already activated. Once this is checked, you can go to vouchers. You can click on other vouchers and you can search purchase orders from the list of voucher types. You can see the order vouchers are displayed there. You can select the purchase order and press enter. Okay, the first and most important thing is to select the date. Click on the date button and ensure that the dates are on according to the purchase order. According to the current date, you will select the date and then you will select your supplier name to whom you are going to send this purchase order, and then you will type the mode of payments and the terms of payment. Like here in 30 days we will make the payment to the supplier. The order number will automatically come. Most of the companies I have seen, they have automated the numbering system. So here also we have in TallyPrime also we can automate the numbering system. So the number automatically comes up, and if you want to change it, you can type as you wish and select the respective ledger. Select the item from the list of items. You can select the item and then request it for the quantity and the rate. If you have second item, you can select the second item. Provide the rate of that particular item and provide the VAT ledger. If that VAT information need to be provided, you please select the VAT ledger and accept the screen. Okay, so this means that you have generated a purchase order and the same can be printed and provided to the customer. You can email to the customer, and you can also see the pending purchase orders from the display mode reports, statement of inventory. You can see the purchase order outstanding. All orders, you can see this particular order is pending from this particular supplier. Once the purchase order is generated, the supplier will send us the goods to us. So once we receive that goods in our location, you can post a receipt note against the purchase order. So how do we do that? We will go to the vouchers. We'll click on other vouchers. We will select a receipt note. Once it is enabled, automatically that receipt note voucher number, automatically the receipt voucher type will be appeared. Select that. Okay. Check the date on which you are receiving the item. Select the same supplier. You can see the order number will be automatically popped up because it is pending. We haven't received this order yet. So the pending order numbers will be displayed here. So now we are selecting that particular order. You can see automatically whatever order we have placed in that particular order has been automatically come in the receipt note now, receipt voucher type. Now, if you are receiving the order less, for example, 1000 we have ordered in our purchase order and we are receiving only 500, you can change the quantity over here in the item allocation screen, and then you can continue the entry. For this one, we have received 750 out of 1000, and then we will post this entry and accept it. So once this is done, you can go and check the report display, statements of inventory. You can see purchase order pending. You can see all orders. You can see the report. 1000 boxes have been ordered. We have yet to receive 500 boxes. Here we have 1250 to receive, right? Now we will show you the balance quantity, how we receive it. We'll go to vouchers. The supplier is sending us the balance quantity. We will select the same supplier. The same order number will pop up because the order is still pending from the supplier side. Select it. You can see the balance quantities have come. You can just accept by pressing Ctrl A, or by keep entering like this. Enter, 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 just to cross check all the informations provided are correct. Enter, enter, and accept it. And save the transaction. So the receipt note entry is also done. Now finally what happens, the supplier will send us the invoice, supplier invoice. Okay, that is actually purchase invoice for us. Sometimes along with the receipt note, supplier will send the invoice, or sometimes later after the receipt of the item, after 1 or 2 days, he will send us the invoice. In any cases, we have to book that in our Tally system. So we will go to vouchers, we will click on the purchase, we will change the mode to inventory mode so that everything is perfect. So we will select the supplier again. You can see the receipt note number will automatically pop up. We will select that. So whatever the quantities we have received from the supplier, all will be popped up here in the main screen. You can just cross check all the information. Everything is correct according to the invoice value, and accept the screen. Okay, so the supplier invoice has been booked. Now this amount will show in our outstanding report as payable. For example, you will go to display, statements of account, outstanding, payable. You can see this particular amount is payable to this supplier. So what is the last step? The last step is to make the payment to the supplier. So we'll go to the vouchers, we'll go to the payment, we will select the mode of payment, and we will select the supplier, and the pending invoices will pop up. You will select the respective invoices and we will make the payment to the supplier. So this is how we maintain purchase cycle in TallyPrime. The first step was purchase order. Against the purchase order, we have booked receipt note. There are two receipt note which we posted. Then again is that we booked a purchase invoice, and again is that we made a payment to the system. I hope you all are clear. If you have any doubts or any clarification, please do write to me, or you can WhatsApp me. Thank you so much.